Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, which is GJRB online in Radio Land. If you have nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between, big things of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radio Land. It was the year World War II ended, and the troops came home, and the music was fabulous, with big hits from Perry Como, Judy Garland, and the Andrews Sisters. The year was 1945. Listen to the year in music on the next Swing Time. I'm Gary Russell, and I'll be featuring the biggest hits from that year, along with trivial information about the prices of items such as groceries, the news events, the culture of 1945 on the next Swing Time. For 1 year, the wait is over. Now join Pastor Ron Johnston and the panel of men and women to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy. In this world of chaos and upheaval, this is the program that puts it all into perspective. How will we survive? God only knows. So trust me and listen to the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast or live every third Friday at 12 o'clock mid-central on GJRB Online. From America's Heartland, this is GJRB, Clinton, Iowa.
If you're actually an emerging artist, and one of your songs out there that place to go is Reverb Nation. Reverb Nation was our ability devoted to new music from new artists from every town and every state in the U.S. If you're a solo artist and recording your own music, it's Reverb Nation. Stop on by, visit, listen to the music. Check out the site, www.reverbnation.com. Put your music out there and get your audience. Filter Reverb Nation for the best in new music. And remember, if you like your songs playing on GJRB Online is up and coming, drop me an email at GaryJ65@yahoo.com. And I'll be putting your song on all GJRB Online shows. Remember the name, Reverb Nation.
You hear great jazz on GJRB with the best of jazz, up-and-coming jazz, smooth jazz, and smooth afternoon. If you can't get enough of jazz in the local Quad-Cities area, tune in to KALA, St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa, at 88.5 FM dial. Along with some of that great smooth jazz, you'll hear a lot of great jazz programming, and programming in other great music formats, like blues, urban, including rap, also classic R&B and Motown with David Baker on Rewind, Friday nights at 6 p.m. Central. In addition, you get programming in Spanish and some good gospel programming too. For more information on that great programming you hear, check out their schedule at www.sau.edu/KALA. If you don't live in the Quad-Cities area, you can enjoy KALA anywhere in the world with their internet stream. Connect with KALA. Listen and enjoy. For 1 year, the wait is over. Now join Pastor Ron Johnston and the panel of men and women to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy. In this world of chaos and upheaval, this is the program that puts it all into perspective. How will we survive? God only knows. So trust me and listen to the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast or live every third Friday at 12 o'clock mid-central on GJRB Online. Wrapping up our sports page for tonight here on GJRB Online. We're going to be making this our last segment, so we're just going to kind of do freestyle now pretty much as we close up this program for tonight. We've got one more segment we're going to kind of do here and close up our programming. So we're going to do another sports page, which will be more regular, full-scale program, including sports scores and all that. We're going to be doing that on another show. And we'll continue with the draft information and everything that I was talking about earlier. And we're going to do all that on our next edition of Gary J's Sports Page. And that's what I was lift off before the break to go into the program schedule briefly, what we got coming up in August. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at it, and I believe I got another sports page coming up, and we're going to kind of do that on a week where it's going to be scheduled with a Cubs game. We got an afternoon Cubs game coming up again, where there's a 3 o'clock Cubs game. Now, I want to go into the Cubs schedule calendar here real quick and do it this way with our 9-foot signal. As I told you before, broadcasting on 107.9 closed circuit, and I carry the Cubs on that frequency. So sometimes with this show being on the air on this frequency, I do preempt this show for the Cubs baseball games. Now, a lot of times I have that set up. So I'm going to go into the program schedule right now. I'm going to go into the Cubs schedule real quick as I go down here. Where's that schedule at? I think that's in the next list of favorites. Going down to the Chicago Cubs. I don't know what I do with that schedule. Here we go. Yeah, it's down here somewhere. There we go. Cubs schedule. And I was looking at this, planning on my next sports page in the next couple of weeks in August. So when I look at our program schedule for that point, and loading up that page here as soon as it loads up, I'll give you the rundown on that. We got some Saturday broadcast. Saturday pretty much is booked in August. Got some family events coming up. So we're going to be booked a couple of Saturdays in August. But we got one coming up for an afternoon game. 3:05, Cubs play the Dodgers. And this is on the 27th. And I would like to have a sports page sooner than the 27th. We have a Cubs game on that. We have a 20th is opened right now. So far, the 20th was going to be Radioland originally, but I postponed Radioland, and the Crooners is going to be pushed over to the fall season. So with that in mind, that weekend, that Saturday's opened on the 20th for another sports page. The Cubs play the Rockies that week, a 7:10 game. So we're going to have a sports page on August 20th. Okay, August 20th. That'll be Saturday, August 20th, and that'll be our regular sports page time slot of 2 o'clock Central Time on GJRB Online. So I'm going to pencil that in. Gary J Sports Page added on August 20th at 2 o'clock Central Time. That's our regular time slot for sports page. Okay, regular time slot for sports page. Saturday the 20th. At 7:10 p.m. the Cubs play, so we're going to have an afternoon regularly scheduled sports page Saturday, August 20th on GJRB. That will be 2 o'clock Central Time. But we got some pretty good stuff coming up for the month of August here on GJRB, and I'll be talking about this on our GJRB schedule update podcast, which I'll be recording this week, and I'll have it up for podcast weekend, August 13th. But we'll start off next Friday, August 5th, for the Gary Wrestling Program Freestyle Friday edition. We got another show lined up for you for that one. So tune in to the Gary Wrestling Program Freestyle Friday edition, Friday, August 5th. No broadcast next Saturday. Will not be on the air next Saturday. No broadcast next Saturday. The following week, August 9th, Gary J in the afternoon. We're going to have some music. I'm going to take a music break, and we're going to play some music there that week. Gary J in the afternoon, August 9th. That's a Tuesday afternoon. And it'll have great music, new variety, new artist, and new music. And that will be on August 9th. So tune in for that one. And then on August 12th, Way Out There, back on the air again. And we got a great show lined up. We got some interesting stuff, life after death topics, and a lot of stuff for the strange and the bizarre. I'm going to give you my tribute to Bill Cardell. Now he was the horror movie host I told you about that was on the air in the Pittsburgh market. And I always watched him on Saturday night, and I got a nice tribute, wrote a nice tribute to him. And I'm going to have it on August 12th for the Gary Rustin, for the Way Out There show. That's on that's on Friday, August 12th. That's on Hangouts on Air. Okay, that'll be on Hangouts on Air, and it'll be heard on YouTube. Okay, that'll be heard on YouTube only on Friday, August 12th. Then on the 13th, no broadcast, but we're going to have a podcast weekend. GJRB schedule update podcast, followed by Gary J's radio and television, an encore upload of Gary J's radio and television classics from the 4th of July weekend. So we're going to re-upload that podcast for a rebroadcast. So, like that. August 19th here on Spreaker is Bluegrass Jubilee. We haven't done a Bluegrass show in a while, so we've got a Bluegrass Jubilee show coming up. And then on the 26th on YouTube is a video. That's a video on YouTube. Hangouts on Air live video version, combining the Gary Rustin program with Way Out There. That's the Gary Rustin Way Out There show, and that will be on the 26th, and that will be on GJRB TV on YouTube, and that's going to be a video program, the 26th, combination Gary Rustin program and Way Out There. Got some interesting pictures to show you on that one, including some meteors and some strange things in the sky people have been seeing in California. And we're going to be talking about that. Really odd stuff. Gary J's Blues House coming up. Got a good show there. Hope you'll tune in for that. That's going to be returning to our airwaves. Now, that show was a blues music show, and it premiered about a couple of years ago, and then it kind of went on the wayside. Never really tried to bring it back. And for some reason, that program just needs to be revamped. And the original opening I had, the last time I did that program was on the other computer, and so that program is lost, the opening and everything, but I'm going to remake a new one, and we'll have that program back on the air for another try. So it's going to be, considering it another debut, another return of a program that we had once before on the air. It debuted once and then disappeared. But I'm going to be bringing it back. That's Gary J's Blues House. Music of the blues. You know, I love that one. That's going to be pretty cool. Coming up on future weeks here on GJRB include Gary J's Good Times Great Oldies show, 50s, 60s rock and roll, and then Swing Time Favorites returns for some. And, of course, this fall we'll take that crooner show that got canceled twice, and this summer, and we're going to try it again for another crooner show, and that will be debuting in the fall. We'll have that show on in October, so I'll just let you know about that one. So as for now, I think that what we're going to do is take one more break and have one more segment, and then we're going to wrap it up for tonight's Gary J's sports page here on GJRB Online. So we'll be right back with one more segment as we conclude Gary J's sports page on GJRB. Be right back.